Welcome back to the Coach Emery Show. I'm your host, Coach Emery, aka Emery McMillan, and today I have with me a good friend. Her name is Raquel. You know her as Raquel Hall. You probably know her as a bunch of other things. I'm gonna let Raquel introduce herself, and then I'm gonna dive right in with a bunch of questions. Raquel, let them know who you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be on the Coach Emery Show. So, first of all, my name is Raquel. A lot of people call me Miss Motivation. I am a motivational speaker. Now, y'all gonna laugh at me because I'm a jack of all trades, so my list is really long. So, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a mother first, but I'm a motivational speaker. I am a real estate agent. I'm a life insurance agent. I have my own mobile bartending business that is called Pretty Girls on the Rocks. I'm a life coach. I also help people get Amazon stores, and I'm everything. Anything you want, anything you need, I am it. I am the one-stop shop.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I knew some of that. I didn't know all of it. I didn't know about the Amazon store. I didn't know about that, but that's dope, yo. So, all right, I'm gonna jump in with my first question is, what was the first thing that you started doing? Like, let's take it back maybe like 5 or 6 years. What was the one thing that you were doing when you were just like, have you ever done just one thing? That's the first question.
No,
Okay.
never in my life.
So
I've
you're
never
like
had
me.
one job. I've always had multiple jobs at one time. I
Gotcha.
love money.
No, okay. So that's a good question right there. Are you motivated by the money, or are you motivated by the impact that you make?
Oh, definitely. So I'm going to answer that question two ways, okay? Because I'm very truthful. If you would have asked me that question 3 years ago, I would have said I'm motivated by the money. And now I'm motivated by the impact that I have on people because of being a motivational speaker. Before, I wasn't a motivational speaker, so I wasn't impacted by helping others. Like, helping people get life insurance is great and all, but I'm in it to make money. Being a real estate agent is great and all, but of course I want to sell big homes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just sell someone just a home. I want to sell mansions, you know?
Right.
So even bartending, when I became a bartender, 20 years ago, I wasn't in it because I wanted to make a good drink or make a person feel good. I wanted to make good tips. I wanted to make money. So I don't want to be on this show telling stories because evidently I'm a hustler because I like money. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler because, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a millionaire one day. So I cannot be a millionaire with doing one thing. You have to, broaden your horizons. You got to do multiple things. And that's how I've always been taught ever since I was little. I always had a babysitting job, and I started, my own babysitting company at, 10. And then from there, I still had to babysit and still went to Mayor Summer Youth. You know what I'm saying? And then from Mayor Summer Youth, I still was, managing a hair store, at a young age. I've always had multiple jobs because I was never satisfied with the amount of money that I made at one. And then now, being who I am today, being a life, being a life coach and being a motivational speaker, I didn't let go of all the other things because those things you can do as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if one don't work, you still got another one. Like I always tell people, if you depend on one job Monday through Friday and that job, something happened, your check don't come early, you are frustrated because listen, the gas, the lights, the water, whatever it is not listening to that. They don't care that your child is not listening. That bill, your cell phone bill ain't listening to that. So I always taught myself, and you know what I'm saying, to always have something else as a backup plan. It just happens to be that I have multiple backup plans because I'm a jack of all trades. Like I'm already in my process right now. And I seen like a big thing, y'all gonna laugh at me, but I seen a thing that they're saying that they're hiring right now for security guards. Now, I never thought about being a security guard, but because we had what we had going on here in Buffalo, New York, they are hiring like security guards and they have them $40 an hour. I said 40. It was $70 an hour. I apologize. It was no 40. $70 an hour. I seen a big thing about it. And I'm like, $70 an hour for me to be a security guard at Tops. Like, are you kidding me? And I already have my pistol permit. You just have to go through a class. So I am literally in the process of, going to go through that class because I'm always going to have something to fall back on. And it
Right.
doesn't matter what state I go to or whatever. You can take these different, you know what I'm saying, things. You might have to take more, you might have to take another class to get, for that state, but the skill set you have don't go nowhere.
Right. Wow. That's interesting to know. I mean, there's a lot of things about you that I didn't know, right? I know some things about you, but I would never know some of these things. And it's so dope. So how did you get into, you said you saw life insurance and real estate. I'm familiar with the real estate journey because I was like last year before, right?
Yes.
So I remember when you were telling me about that. But when did you get licensed for insurance, and what made you get into that aside from the money? Like, was it something that you had a passion for, the concept of it, or no?
No, I'm not going to. I never, ever, ever, ever wanted to do life insurance. Ever. Never even thought about doing life insurance. I had a friend that told me that they make good money. That was what it was. It was the money. It wasn't. I would be sitting here, and it sounds great for people to be on here and be like, "Oh my God, I did it because I wanted to help people change their lives, and I wanted to make sure, Black people or minorities, period, get life insurance." No, I didn't even understand the concept of life insurance myself. Like, I was never taught that,
Right.
so I didn't understand it. But when I went and they said they were hiring, and he was like, "Just try it. What could hurt?" And I was like, "You know what? I be getting all these licenses for anything else. Why not try it?" So
Right.
I did it, and I seen the class was not that easy. I mean, the exam was not that easy. I was like, wait a second. This must be a job that you make good money in, because usually the jobs that it's hard to get licensed for is the ones that's good paying. So I'm like, okay, this is a little hard. So okay, I'm in, I'm going to classes for that. Plus I'm the manager at the guest store at the time. I was the manager at that. So I'm like, man, I'm working there 50 hours a week. Plus I'm studying for this life insurance exam. And I was like, I definitely don't want to do 50 hours a week no more. And they were telling me I only got to do 10, let me start working smart, not hard. So that was what pushed me to do it. And then after I started doing it, I've had my license now for 16 years.
Wow.
So yeah, I've had it for a long time. I'll never let it go. Every 2 years when it's time to renew it, I get it, because now that I do it, it is good money. But I do enjoy now that I see people in 10 years, people that I helped 10 years ago see me and be like, "You remember me? You helped me get my life insurance." Or people that I know that be like, "Remember me? You got my life insurance and you got it for my husband. He died." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that." But it makes me feel good that I was the one that helped her, so she wouldn't be all by herself with no money and not being
Right.
able to bury her. So it does give me a sense of, fulfillment now. But when I first did it, no, I didn't, because I didn't understand it myself.
That makes sense. And I love that, man. I mean, I think it's really good that people, are honest about why they do what they do and the reasons, what I'm saying? I would never want somebody to lie on my show, because I'm not gonna lie on my show, right? I'm motivated by money as well. Some of the things that I do are for money. A lot of things that I do are for money. Coaching is not one of them. I did it for too long, not knowing you can get paid. Um, helping people and stuff like that. So it wasn't something I even knew was a business at first. So it's kind of
Right.
like that just was something I always did. And then somebody was like, "Yo, this is my business. Like, this is what I do. Let me show you how to do this thing." But I'm glad that you did say that, because there are a lot of people who are going to watch this show that are interested in making money and want to know, like, yo, can you make money and focus on money and simultaneously help people in a different aspect of your life? And I love that you shared that, because it's important to know you don't have to compromise either one to be either one, right? You don't have to just want money and be a selfish person. You could be a helpful person and do all these things and still want the money, still get to the millions. And that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't change anything about you. So I love that you shared that up front, because it sets the tone for the conversation. It sets the tone for people who are looking to make more money, or to make that choice between, yo, do I choose my passion, or do I choose, what's going to get me paid? And a lot of times people don't understand that passion is going to end up getting you paid at some point. It may not get you paid up front, but it's going to get you paid. So I love that you shared that. And I want to talk right now about the helping people part, because we talked about the money part. Now I want to talk about the helping people part. Your well, not your podcast, your daily show, right? Motivational Moments. That's on Facebook, and it is
TikTok too.
crazy. It's on TikTok too. Facebook and TikTok. If you're on there, please go follow Motivational Moments. That's the name of the page, right?
On Facebook is Motivational Moments. On TikTok is Raquel Motivates.
So Raquel Motivates on TikTok and Motivational Moments on Facebook. Please go check it out, man. I be jumping in there and she just be going in, and it be such a lovely, and I don't want to say, and I say lovely, I don't mean like quiet and peaceful. No, she gets at you. She gets at you, but she gets at you in a way you need to be got at, right? It speaks to you. And some people need that, right? Some people like the soft spoken, whatever, but some people need it to be a little bit more in your face and aggressive. I'm one of those people. I kind of like when you know what I'm saying? Check me on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And so I love it because when I jump in there, it's so refreshing to see the comments. It's so refreshing to hear what you're talking about, but to see the people who are inspired every single day. And there's always different people in there. And somebody's always saying this one line we always love to hear. I needed that today. Right. We love hearing that because we never know. We don't know what that was in our heart for. But when we do it, when somebody's like, yo, I needed that today. I've been praying about this. Like those kind of things make us feel so good. So my question to you about that is, what's one comment that resonates with you now that you've seen in doing your show that just stuck with you?
You changed my life. Like that is like humongous. Like to have somebody say to you that you changed my life is like a huge thing. I'm sorry, as you guys are talking, I was about to tell you guys something. Okay, I had to look this and make sure before I messed it up. Before I say that, let me finish this. But you changed my life is huge, because to know that I wake up every day, you know what I'm saying? And to know that I am somebody that has an impact, I don't care if it's one person, I am actually fulfilled. Like if I just change one person's life or help one person or do something nice for somebody one time, just one person tells me that, I actually am, contributing to the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing, God's work. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something to make me feel, people will say every day, I just don't know what my meaning is in life. I don't know what I'm here to do. And I was one of those people. I used to be like, no, I'm such a nice person, but I know God did not have me here on this earth to get ran over, walked all over, used and abused. It's got to be something you got for me, God. I used to say it all the time. And I never knew what it was. So when I was going through ups and downs, going through bad breakups, going through, abuse, going through a lot of bad things in my life, I used to be like, God, what do you have me doing? So I know life insurance wasn't it. I know, real estate wasn't it. I know, being a bartender wasn't it. I knew having a mobile bartending business wasn't it. I just didn't know what it was until one day I just decided to, go live on my own show and say something nice. And that's how it started. Like, I didn't know, I just did something nice. The stuff that I give people advice all day, but didn't realize that, all the things I was doing, I was giving people advice all the time. Being a bartender, don't you think I sit there and give people advice all day? Didn't realize that God had me, this was part of a process. You think selling people life insurance, I'm sitting there listening to their problems, listening to their health problems, listening to their problems of their past, of what happened to them when they didn't have insurance with their mom and dad. And they're telling me their problems. Like everything I was doing was them telling me about their problem, trusting me. When I'm selling homes, I'm not just selling a home. I'm selling something to them that is not, I'm not just selling a house. I'm selling a home. I'm selling a dream. I'm selling something that this person is standing there, never thought that they would ever have something that's theirs. But the whole time I'm motivating them. I'm helping them. So didn't realize God had me all these steps, all this way, so it was just getting people to trust me, getting people to believe in me, getting, and all my problems that I was going through was so God could be like, let's see if you get up. If you get up from these things, then I know you meant to help others that fell down and just not getting up. So all these things that happened to me wasn't for nothing. So the point I was saying to you is that it makes me feel amazing that people are saying, 6 months ago, I started watching your show and you just don't know how you changed me. And then they're able to recite back to me about a time that I talked about this or talked about that. When I make up a new topic every day. So it's like, dang, I remember that topic. Dang, you remember that topic? And it makes me feel good that they can actually sit there and say, or when they go on Motivational Moments on Facebook and they give me a rating and they say something really good about a review and put up a review about me, and they say wonderful, nice things like, please watch this because blah, 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 or whatever. But it's always, she changed my life. Like helping is one thing, but to actually say that someone changed their life, that is the most fulfilling. It's more fulfilling than money. And I love money, but to know that I'm able to change somebody's life and also get paid for it. I always say to people, I love money. Don't get me wrong. But the motivational piece, the money is extra. That's just a bonus. That's like the cherry on top. The cake was good anyway. But then when I put that cherry on it, it was like, whoa, I put that extra filling on it. It was extra. But it was going to be good no matter what. And that's how I feel about being a motivational speaker and doing my show, because it's like, it's so fulfilling. When I get off, you can't even be mad. Like, you can't get off my show and be like, oh my gosh, she get on my nerves. You get off my show like, yo, and I always give you homework. I'm not, like you said, with the show. Some people get on my show, especially TikTok, because TikTok is brutal, Emery. If you start doing TikTok lives, it's brutal because it's so many trolls on there that they say whatever they want to say. Facebook, they're not going to say whatever. Even if they feel like that, they may say one or you once in a blue moon. But TikTok, every day I'm on there, somebody's on there trolling, saying something like, why are you yelling? Why you this? Why you that? And then somebody will get on there and take up for me and be like, it's not called yelling, it's called passion. And I'll be like, dang, y'all know the difference between yelling and passion. I'm smiling and then I'm, excited. I'm smiling, then I'm excited. Like, it's called passion. I am not going to be the soft-spoken motivational speaker that's going to be like, you got this. I know you can do it. Your life is going to change. No, I'm going to be like, get your butt up. Enough is enough. Like, when you going to get up off that ground? Ain't you tired of being second? Don't you want to be first? And that's the thing. People have been baby stepping over you as a friend, as a man, as a woman, as an employee, as an employer. They've been rubbing your back, telling you look cute when you don't, telling you doing good when you're not.
When you don't. Wait, not when you don't.
I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta be truthful, because guess what? If you lie to a person, now they're gonna wear that outfit again. If you lie to a person, they're gonna do that same thing at work again. You gotta tell a person, listen, that's not it. That was not it. Don't do that no more. As a friend, you ain't got to embarrass nobody, but you got to let a person know. That's why I be like, listen, at the end of the day, when my friends ain't right, I'm not rubbing your back to tell you it's okay. If you are disrespectful to your man, I'm not being on your side. Oh, he deserves it. No. Just because you're a woman don't mean you can talk to a man like that. Like, I'm going to let you know, at the end of the day, that's a man. You got to respect him first before you expect him to respect you. He can't respect you if you don't respect him. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you have to hear, not what you want to hear. And that's what I tell some people. Sometimes, like, I don't like the word brutally honest, because sometimes I feel like when people use that word brutally honest, they hurt people's feelings. I'm not hurting your feelings. I'm not going to be like, you an ugly person or you dumb or disrespect you. I'm going to let you know in a passionate, respectful way that, listen, that's not what you need to be doing. You better than what you doing. You better than how you acting. You better than, your ugliness in the inside. You know what I'm saying? You're beautiful on the inside. Outside, but on the inside, you being real ugly. You got to fix yourself. So that's why I say that I love motivating. Like, it's so fulfilling. And I'm so thankful that God trusted me with such an amazing gift, because I know I have this gift. Like, I know nobody ain't got to tell me I don't. And at the end of the day, I know it's not going to be long before I'm on stages all over the world. I know it won't be long before I go viral. Yesterday, I'm almost about to go viral. So my topic yesterday, I'm probably like at 100 shares right now, and I think I reached almost 5,000 people. So that's what I was trying to look at when you was talking. I was like, let me look real fast. But yesterday's topic was so dope that it's still, still working. But it was called "Stop Being Thirsty." And I think so many of us took that as, at first, they was like, being thirsty, what that mean? I mean, I'm thirsty in anything. Like, I always tell people, you could be hungry, but when you thirsty, you would drink anything. When you hungry, you'll wait. And this is in real life. Like, if I'm hungry, I'm not going to eat I can't give you a plate of poop when you hungry and you're going to eat it. You're not going to eat it, right? But when you thirsty, I can give you, if you don't drink pop, I can give you some pop. And you're gonna be like, dang, I don't usually drink pop, but I'm so parched, I'll just drink it. You know what I'm saying? If I give you some juice and you say I don't use sugar, but you're like so thirsty, like you parched, you feel like you're gonna pass out, you're gonna drink that juice. So
Right.
when we're thirsty, we do things that we normally would not want to do. But when we hungry, we wait. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. A lot of us got to stop being thirsty and start being hungry. Be hungry to win. Be hungry to be, you know what I'm saying, number one. Be hungry to make some money. Be hungry to, you know what I'm saying, want to be married, be a great husband, be a great wife, be a great mother, be a great father. But so many of us are not hungry. We're thirsty. So we're taking whatever is given to us.
Right.
We're taking the bare minimum, you know what I'm saying? And then taking it and being like, well, it's okay. It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so thirsty. People see that and they look at you as a lick. They don't look at you as a come up. They're looking at you as a lick. Oh, she thirsty. She'll do, I can treat her any kind of way and she'll accept it. Oh, he thirsty. Oh, you know what I'm saying? He like this body, but I could treat him any kind of way and use it, abuse him. And don't realize you're hurting people along the way. You're just leaving trails of hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that's saying hurt people. I don't like the saying because I feel like I've been hurt a lot in life and I don't turn around and hurt people. You know what I'm saying? I live and I learn from the mistakes of others. So I won't do the same. I know what it feels like to be lied to, cheated, be abused, you know what I'm saying, raped. I know how it feels to be all those things. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Any of those things. So that's why yesterday's topic was so dope. So I just wanted to tell y'all that if you do not know who I am, you need to watch it because it was 45 minutes of way more deeper stuff. But you know, Emery only got that much time, so we ain't about to take over the show talking about it.
Yeah, and I got like mad questions for you too. But we're gonna put the link to that drink. And it'll be right here in the episode. So you'll be able to click the link in the information for this episode to watch that video.
Okay.
And make it go viral too. Do that for.
Yes. Make sure
yes.
I got you.
Yeah, that's dope. I love that, man. And I love that. That's like for me, it's like when I'm coaching somebody, when I'm working somebody, when they get that aha moment or when they get that moment where they understand, right? There's a light bulb that we can physically, like you and I, people like us, we can see when that moment hits for that person. And it may take a while, it may take the first session, maybe the third session, fifth session, but when that goes off, we can see that person vibrate at a completely different frequency and it illuminates something in them that we knew was there that they couldn't see, that they couldn't access any longer. And I believe that that's one of the main reasons we do this work is because we want to activate that spot for those people. We want to get to that place with those people and make them understand like, oh, shoot, I can do, or I am great at, or I was neglecting to see this or that. So that aha moment, like you said, is currency. It's definitely currency, you know, and it's beautiful, like you said, to be able to do this work and then also get paid to do this work. You know, I used to have a really horrible mindset about money. I used to always tell people like, yo, I don't want to be filthy rich because them people is this and them people is that. And I will always say stuff like that. And then one day I had somebody tell me something. They're like, yo, don't you want to change? Like, what do you want to do with your life? I'm like, man, I want to change the world. Like, I want people to be better because I was here and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. And so she was like, how you going to get to Dubai? Like on a plane, duh. She was like, but you know how much that costs? She was like, those plane tickets is thousands of dollars sometimes. Like, how you gonna get that if you're not rich? She's like, how you gonna get from Dubai to Paris? How you gonna get from Paris to Europe? How you gonna get from Europe to this place? And I'm like, I see what you're saying. She was like, if you're not filthy in your mindset of who you are, then you can't be filthy rich. If you're not filthy at your core, you can't be filthy rich. So whoever you are at your core, that's the version of rich you're gonna be. And it changed my mind forever. It made me think about money in a whole different way because I dealt with that for a long time. But what I understood was after having that conversation around me, when people couldn't afford things, they would make sure that you didn't desire money because it was a filthy thing to do because they couldn't afford it, right? If you know, somebody around me didn't have it, they would make it seem like it's bad to have these things. And that's something a lot of people do instead of just saying, yo, I don't have it right now, but we can get it one day. We definitely gonna get that. And that way you still can desire what you desire without having to feel like someone who has it is bad or someone who has it is selfish or greedy or whatever. That doesn't mean that. But I was, you know, I was introduced to that mindset at a young age and it stuck with me until, man, some years ago, just maybe 5-6 years ago. So I would always make money and spend it frivolously, or I would get money and not properly allocate the money to where I need to go, because in my mind, I don't need this anyway. You know what I'm saying? And so I never had a problem making money ever. It was always a problem making sure I treated it properly. So once I got out, understood that, it kind of changed, my whole life when it came to money. But that conversation really put me in that space. And so I was saying that because it's beautiful to be able to do what we love to do and get compensated for it in a way that we can now have a further reach, right? You got to pay to promote your show, and paid for ads if you want to boost your post and it reaches further. All these things cost money. Nothing is free. So
right.
that's
Just so y'all know, a little tidbit, Emery, I'm almost at the part that I'm going to be having ads on my show being paid for it, and I don't have to pay for them, because if this is just a little something for any of you entrepreneurs that need to start your own business page, when you get to 10,000 followers or whatever, you can get ads that, will be commercials, not really just ads. You'll get commercials put in and you'll actually be monetized.
And they place the commercials on there for you?
And they put them on there. Yes.
Nice.
So like while we're talking right now, it would have been like a commercial and it would have paused us. We don't see that, but it would have paused us, and it might be a Nissan, you know what I'm saying, commercial, or it might be a life coaching commercial that might say, oh, dang, they're all about coaching, so let me put my life coaching in there, because they ain't say nothing about signing up to learn how to take the classes and everything like that. So you never know who is going to want to, put a commercial, but you get paid for it.
Well, they better not put no life coaches on your page, because you need to get that. That's your bread.
Well, not life coaching. I'm talking about to be a life coach.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, they put some life coaching commercials on there. We're going to fight.
They have the classes, and they say if you want to be a life coach. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it might be something like that, because they can't actually do a commercial, and you have to accept it. Like, they don't just do a commercial. Okay. You have to say this is the commercial you want. It's your show.
Okay.
So you have to accept the commercial. You know what I'm saying? And usually people don't turn it down, no commercials, because they paying you. But the point I was trying to make to y'all is, don't stop what you're doing. It just hit me when you were talking that so many people, this is, y'all, I don't even know how to not do my show today. So now
do the show. Do the show.
This is the show right here, but I was saying that I'm definitely doing the show when I get off the show, because Emery I had a whole nother topic for y'all, but I'm telling you, I believe in divine intervention. I feel like God puts people in your life for reasons. And I feel like I was just about to say that, you ever notice when someone doesn't have something, they will always make you feel bad about something that you want. If you want, a Mercedes Benz, they never had a Mercedes Benz, they're going to tell you how foreign cars are so bad and you shouldn't get it. And you'd be like, but you never even had a foreign car. They're going to tell you. Ever see single people that have a horrible time with getting in relationships, or don't trust men, or don't trust women? They're going to tell you, oh, it's not the time to be in a relationship. You should be by yourself. But you're by yourself. No one's ever going to tell you to not do something that they're doing. If I'm driving a foreign car, I'm not going to tell you, and I don't have no issue, not giving you if I have an issue with it. Yeah. If I'm driving a foreign car, I'm not going to tell you, no, don't get Mercedes, because I'm going to say it's a beautiful car. It's amazing. The company is amazing. This is great to get. I'm going to be your advocate to want to get it. If I'm in a relationship, the only thing with me, I'm different. Even when I'm single, I'm still telling, I'm an advocate for relationships. Just because I might have had a bad relationship don't mean that you have. And that's just the kind of person I am. Even if I had a Mercedes and I had a bad, interaction with it, that doesn't mean all of them are. That just means mine, you know what I'm saying, thing. But some people are, a lot of people are not like that.
And you might just be like, yo, get the extended warranty when you get the joint. Like something, give me advice that's gonna help them with what they want.
This is where I messed up at. That doesn't mean don't do it. That means don't do it the way I did it. I went through it, so you don't have to go through it. But it's not a lot of people like that in the world. And I think a lot of us befriend or dating or got family members that don't want to see you get to that level, because they couldn't get to that level. They don't want to see you go all over the world or go to Dubai. So they may tell you, it's too hot there, Emery. You don't need to go to Dubai. The plane ride is crazy. The sand was in your mouth. You be like, have you?
They don't speak English over there. You don't know how much they're going to exchange the currency for. All types of stuff. It's
going to be bad. It's always something that somebody's going to give you because they haven't done it and they know they can't do it. Not that they can never do it. They can't do it right now because in their mindset, they can't do it. So they're going to tell you their mindset. And that's why I always tell people, do things on your own. You know how many people, how much slack I get for the fact that I'm always starting something. I'm always doing a new job. They like, dang, you got so
right.
many, you're doing so much. Why you keep doing this? You know how much slack I get for doing motivational moments, and I only get paid when people pay for stars. Stars is something like if people don't know, I'm pretty sure you might know what it is, Emery, but stars is something like a thank you to me for doing the show. So you can purchase from $5 up to $5 million. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you what you want to purchase, but you give me like stars to tell me thank you. And that's my way. So I may get off and might have made $100 or something like that. It's not a lot of money, but it's still a thank you. And I appreciate every penny I get. But the point I'm making, you know how many people come to me and be like, why do you do this Monday through Friday? You do not get a job. You do not have, that's not a job. They don't appreciate you. Nobody don't care. Like you doing this for people and I feel good. When I don't do the show, I get a lot like today. I already got 4 inboxes. What happened? You're not doing a show today? What happened? I'm going through something. What happened? And I'm like, I'm a little late today, but I promise y'all I'm going live. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that some people are depending on a thing that somebody's telling you not to do. You may be somebody's biggest fan and they be watching you and you don't even know that. So since you don't drive a foreign, because you didn't get a foreign, somebody who's your fan that's behind closed doors is like, she ain't never get a foreign. I don't think I'm gonna get one. Even though they have access to get one, but they're not doing it because you're not doing it. But you're not doing it because somebody told you not to do it that ain't never had it. Do your research. Find out what you want to do. That's why I always tell people, stop listening to people. I do my bartending class. That's another thing I am. I do bartending courses as well. But when I do my bartending classes or whatever, and I teach these girls how to be bartenders, you know how many friends they come to me and they tell me, man, so many people told me not to take this course. And I'm like, not take my course or just not take the course? Not take the course at all. It's stupid. Not gonna get hired. I'm like, when I tell you my inbox, my email has at least 10 new bars that need a bartender. And I'd be like, listen, I'm writing them down every time so I can show them to y'all. I can't do the hiring process because it's not my bar, but you're not going to tell me there's not a place every day that's hiring a bartender. And you don't have to have the skill set for years. They're teaching, it even says it on there, trainable. So if I train you and teach you the concepts of it, the rest of the stuff will come. But so many people are so used to, because people don't want to see some people get ahead. They know that if you do this class, that you're going to start making money, and they can't do it because they don't have the people's skill set. They don't want to learn. They don't have the money to take the class. So they're holding you back. So the point I wanted to make, if everybody who's listening, don't let other people hold you back on things that they don't even have, or things they can afford, or things they don't want to do. You got to do what's best for you. And having a ton of different things under your belt is never going to hurt you. Trust me, you may not use that skill set today, but 5 years from now, 5 months from now, something may drop in your lap. Maybe the bartending class, or maybe the life insurance, or maybe the real estate, or maybe the coaching class, whatever it is that you took. It may not work for you today, but it may work for you another day. And if it never worked for you, what did it really cost you? Life courses don't even cost that much. You know what I'm saying? To do. It took some time out your day, but
and you probably built a relationship with somebody in the course that you friends with forever. Like, there's always something you can get from investing in yourself, man. I agree with that. I co-sign that message. Don't listen to people who, if you got something in your mind and I had somebody I was talking to just recently, and they were telling me about something that they wanted to do. And they told the people that were closest to them. And those people were like, why do you want to do that? That's not a priority and all. And I'm just like, yo, there's so many people. You definitely need to do that message when you get done with this joint, because I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there watching, because people's lives are gonna change today, because they don't understand. Like, there's so many people who want you to stay where they are, right? The comfort level. If you and I are friends, right? We've been friends all our lives. We've never left our zip code for more than in the vacation. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to move to this place. Oh, shoot. I'm about to move to this place. I'm about to move to that place. I think I'm going to get out of here and go somewhere else, right? And you like, nah, man. I heard they got big bugs down south. Oh, I heard they got, rent is high down south. The traffic is crazy. The gas costs. Yo, you ain't never been. You ain't never been. The only thing you're afraid that I may go, and A, you're going to lose your friend. B, I might actually make it. And now that put pressure on you to see what you're doing with your life. Because when people tell you things that make you not make a move, oftentimes they're afraid that you will win. And if you do win, what does that say for them? They're still in the same exact spot they were in when you left them. So now you're up here. Exactly. And now
scared of
they're
being
down there.
level.
So now they gotta reevaluate their life. They don't want to do that. So they'd rather keep you where they are.
Some
So
people
yeah,
are
I can't.
afraid of change. So they
Mm-hmm.
feel like, listen, I don't want to, because if you do this, then everybody gonna be like, why ain't you do it? Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't move? Why you ain't get a new car? Why you ain't get a new house?
Right.
Why you ain't get a new
Ain't
job? Why
that
you
your
still
man
doing
right
the
there
same
doing
thing?
this? Ain't that your homegirl doing motivational moments every day? What you doing?
Dang, you don't hang with her no more? Nah. You know what I'm saying? I get that
Right.
all the time. You don't hang with her no more? Nah. She this, she that. I don't think
Right.
I'm on that. I know I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you all the time. You ain't gotta tell me I think I'm anything. I am not. I'm cocky. I'm confident.
Right.
I don't do all these jobs to just be nobody. I don't do all these things in life to, you know what I'm saying, for nobody don't know. When I walk and go places, everybody knows who I am. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Somebody's gonna know me, but they know me for good stuff, not know me from being, you know how many people, let me just tell you this. I swear, Emery, I just talked about this yesterday, day before, last week, months ago. People want me to change my motivational moments to messy moments. Do you know how many inbox I get, or how many men, more men than women, that be like, yo, I swear, if you start making a little more controversy, you know how many shares, you'll be talking about your 100 shares, you'll be getting like 1,000. I'm not changing who I am to appease y'all. Let me tell you something. Reality TV only lasts but so long, and then it changes, and they have to get another reality show. You have never seen somebody be motivational, great energy, great spirit that just ends. It lasts forever. It doesn't stop.
As long as they're pure.
It's just gonna make it exactly. It's gonna make it better. It's gonna make it bigger, and more people gonna follow you. It may take longer to get where I'm going, but it's gonna last longer. I would rather take longer to get where I'm going, so it can last forever, than go faster and end sooner. I just not, because only for so much time. Let's just be honest. If I had a messy show, they gonna watch me in the beginning, but then after a while, guess what they gonna say? I'm over that. She always talking about somebody. She always got something negative. I might get a new viewer, but I might have lost 10. You know what I'm saying? I'll get one.
And now you're not helping the people that came to get help in the first place. You're not making no impact. You're just getting shares. And on top of it, it goes back to what you said about yesterday, right? Having that one lick that may go viral because you were messy, that's being thirsty. That's not having a hunger to do what you do. That's being thirsty because you want a viral video. Okay, great. Thank you for telling me that if I'm messy, that it'll be viral. But that's compromising everything I represent. I don't come on here making stuff messy. I come on here to help people prevent messy situations. Going viral, again, and that's another speak to exactly what you're saying before about the money being secondary. If money and likes and shares was primary, then of course you'd probably have a different show completely, because you know how you can go viral in a day. But that's not the goal. The goal is to help people, like you said, even if it's just one person. No one's going to hit you up and say, you changed my life because you made a messy show.
Because I dogged men. I sat there and dogged women. I dogged men. I dogged my mom. I dogged my dad. I dogged kids. I dogged a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dogged a dog. I'm just saying, like, what do I get out of that? Even in that moment, I may feel fulfilled in that moment because I'm angry. But then I always tell people, a moment is a moment. Imagine a monument. I feel like this is everlasting. My positivity is everlasting. Yes, I get mad. I am a human being, but it only lasts a moment. But I am happy long term. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't last forever. So I have to tell people sometimes, in that quick moment, you got to be smart and think about, what am I going to do? Just like when I tell people, you up here trying to go viral and putting no clothes on to make everybody else see you. But after a while, how long do you think that lasts? You're going to get older. So showing your butt, showing your cleavage, men showing your print, all that stuff, it's cute and all in the beginning because you got people like, oh man. But then after they get to see your soul, get to see who you are, it only lasts. You know how many men that I have, you know what I'm saying, or girls, men and women that I've befriended or been cool with, and I'd be like, my God, he's so dope on Facebook. And then I get to talk to him, I'll be like, man, you go viral a lot. You got all these nice pictures. Now I see why. You only good on social media. You actually are a mean person, horrible soul, nasty attitude, don't got nothing going for yourself. You actually are selling everything on Facebook to make people think you're this. And I have to say it sometimes. Sometimes I get jealous when I go on Facebook. I'll be like, he put up a stat and now he just got 1.6 thousand shares. Here I am, you know what I'm saying, going hard. And then I have to pray about it, because in that moment, I have to say that wasn't for me. God did whatever he did or whatever he felt. When it's my turn, I am going to wake up one day and, you know, like I said, I'm at 6,000 followers on Facebook. I'm getting to 10,000. One day I'm going to wake up and God is going to say, it's time. It's time for you to start getting paid for your time that you was doing. It's time, you know, those 4,000 ain't going to be nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to get 40 share or 40, you know what I'm saying, followers in a day. You're going to get 4,000. And that's what it is. When it's our time to shine, when it's our time to win, it's going to come. But you got to keep going. You can't let somebody hold you back or let somebody tell you to change and compromise who you are being thirsty. Some of y'all, the first person to say they love you, you like, oh my God, they said they love me. He said he loved you, but he knocked your head between a washing machine and dryer. Like, he said he loved you, but that's the kind of love. That was the first person that said you was loved, because you was so thirsty. You wanted a relationship so bad, they didn't even realize that you're dealing with somebody that's not bringing you up, they pulling you down. Somebody who is not your, you know what I'm saying, your teammate, they your opponent. And a lot of us don't realize that. Sometimes y'all sleeping next to the devil. Sometimes y'all sleeping next to your worst enemy. Sometimes people who in your life don't want to see you do better, because they know having you in your life, they can hold you down, because they know if you do better, you wouldn't be with them. They know if you do better, you wouldn't be their bestie. They know if you do better, you wouldn't be their homie. You wouldn't hang with them all the time. If they woke up and seen, hold on, he ain't really about what he doing. That's why I always say some guys, I love it when I see certain guys say, I don't hang with certain men anymore after I got in a relationship, after I got married. I can't hang with my single men that don't respect my relationship, because you can still hang with your single friends, but it got to be the single friends that respect the fact that you married, that you're in a relationship, because there's some people that don't respect that. Yo, I'm bringing my friend around, my man coming. But he in a relationship. Why would you want to help him cheat? Why wouldn't you want to be a better person where you could be like, nah, I'm not inviting him. Let me find one of my single friends. Because you cheat, you push that off on him. And that's why I tell people sometimes, and I'm talking about vice versa, even with women. You know what I'm saying?
Both
I've never had
sides.
that. Huh?
And I'd say both sides.
It does. It works on both sides. But that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to find out who you should be hanging around, who you should be with. Because some people don't want to see you happy. So they feel like my stuff going to get ruined. Your stuff going to get ruined too. So you just got to watch who you're around. That's what I'm
saying.
Absolutely.
See, and this is why I brought her on here, because y'all got to check out Motivational Moments, man. I mean, if you rock with me, you got to rock with her, because this is. Can I tell a story real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So I remember when you were building your podcast and you were like, yo, you called me. He was like, yo, I don't know what to do with this shit. He said, what is this? He said, what is this shit, Emery? What is it? You had the mic and he was like, where did this go? You know, forget it. I'm just going live.
And I still ain't good at y'all.
And you've been going live every day since that day.
It's still in the box, y'all.
It's still in the box.
I still don't know how to do the mic. The mics, I spent all that money on the mics and all that stuff and still don't know what to do.
But the crazy part about it is you ain't let that stop you. You did not let that stop you. And that, when you hit me up, like, it was like, yo, this is what I'm doing. I'm like, yo, you need this. Because I've been out places and seen you talk to people while working, while bartending. And you don't know how to turn this off. Like, you can't turn this off. This is not something that we know how to turn off. It once we start talking, it comes to us. It ain't from us. You know what I'm saying? It comes to us and through us and out of us. It ain't something that we just, thought about today. Like, oh, I want to do this. No, it's almost like we have to hold back the flood of whatever just came to us in that moment. Right. So the reason I brought up that story about you wanting to do the podcast and having like the technical issues, I want to know some of the issues that you may have encountered, or some of the obstacles that you faced, or maybe even just negative thoughts that you faced while doing Motivational Moments that you've encountered during that time frame, and how did you overcome that?
Well, basically, we kind of touched it. Basically, what I said, people trying to make me switch, and people trying to make me do different. People contact me all the time and be like, you should talk about this. And I'm like, but that's about bashing men. You should talk about how women are this, but that's about bashing women. You should talk about this. I can't sit on my show and bash. Are you trying to, I can flip this and make this into a motivational piece, but I cannot sit here and bash mothers, bash sons, bash men, bash women. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because all men aren't like that. All mothers aren't like that. All children aren't like that. Everybody does not go in the same pot. You know what I'm saying? Some people are raised a certain kind of way, but that don't mean they are a certain kind of way. So yes, that is one obstacle that I face to this day. Like it doesn't change. Just last week, somebody hit me up and told me I should straddle a chair when I speak. Like, what? I think it would be way more impacting. And I'm like, I don't understand what I'm lost.
What's the
What does that mean
impact?
to anything? He said that more men would watch it. And I said, exactly, because it's sexual. Where would I be fun with me at
Yo,
straddling a chair? But like,
yo,
I get it. And like I said to myself, God is testing me because that ain't gonna be the last time somebody gonna inbox me with some crazy stuff because of the fact that Motivational Moments is a business page. It's not a
right,
block page. It's open.
right.
So I have to get ready. That won't be, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get let me tell you, when I get to that 10,000 mark and I get to that 100,000 mark,
Oh
when I
yeah,
got those
you're gonna
people,
hear some crazier messages
I'm
than
gonna
that.
get crazy stuff. I'm gonna get people in there saying mean stuff. I'm gonna get some people in there being sexual. I'm gonna get people in the inbox saying all kind of stuff. And I have to be ready for that. So I wasn't disrespectful to this man. You know what I'm saying? He keeps sending me it. I finally had to block him because he kept doing it. I'm like, did he forget he sent it to me last week and a week before that? But what I'm
Right.
saying to you is that all you got to do is don't give up on what you're doing because
Mm,
people are going to come for you. And as you level up, the people is at the bottom level is going to try to pull on your feet, pull on your ankles to pull you back down to them. So they're going to
right.
say certain stuff, do certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? They even going to tarnish your name. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say, people talk about the past. And I just be like, I'm not hurt no more. So I'm not ashamed. I tell people
Right.
I am an open book. And that's what we talked about as well. Like,
I was just about to bring that up too. I swear to
I'm gonna
goodness, I
wait.
was
You want me
about
to
to bring
wait?
it up. Let me jump into that real quick for you too, because I need you to go there. So before we started talking, before we started recording, I asked her a question about how does she, basically being transparent. Like, is there anything that she didn't want me to talk about on the episode? I always ask people that because some people don't want to talk about certain things, maybe too sensitive. Some people are private about family, whatever the case may be. And she was like, no, I'm an open book. She was like, I can't do that. I'm a motivational speaker. And then she said, and that's where you go ahead right there.
So what I was trying to tell people is that being a motivational speaker, I'm motivating you guys through my experiences. So if I'm sitting there and I'm not being transparent and I'm being sneaky or I'm being secretive, not sneaky, but secretive, like, oh, I can't tell them the time that happened. I can't tell them the time this happened. I can't tell them the arguments I'm having at home. I can't tell them. And I have to tell, you know what I'm saying, my relationship. Like, it's going to be times I'm going to use our problems on the show. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of being a motivational speaker. It's things that happen that I know I'm not the only one doing. So the point I'm making is that I have to tell myself as a motivational speaker, I motivate you guys on my experiences, on my past, on my pain. You know what I'm saying? Not just
Mm-hmm.
on the great stuff, on the bad stuff. You know, if I'm sitting there and I don't want to tell you about what happened to me when I was 16 and I was raped on my birthday, I'm not ashamed of what happened to me, like at all. Like, I'm not ashamed. I'm not angry at the person who did it. I'm not mad, but I know it's somebody that's angry, somebody that's mad, somebody that's hurt, somebody that's still broken because of what happened to them and who did it and being molested. And I've never been molested. I've just, you know what I'm saying, raped, and I've had a home invasion and been tied up and was, they end up stopping and not fully going through with the, act or whatever. But I've had so many different, been in an abusive relationship, like been beat for hours so bad that I just fell asleep with the beat. And then finally they stopped and left me there in a pool of blood. But the point I'm making, I'm not saying none of those things to make nobody feel bad for me. I'm telling you that I'm a survivor. I'm telling you that I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. So the point I'm making is that people look at that as, oh, you telling all your business. God sent me through those problems and through those pains to make my purpose today. It was because someone else is going through that and don't know how to get up. Somebody else has been through that and still struggling. I'm not ashamed of anything that happened to me. It made me into an amazing woman. It made me into an amazing speaker. And it made me into a survivor. It made me
Right.
into a victor, not a victim. I'm not a victim of violence. I'm not a victim of all the things. I'm a victor of rape. I'm a victor of abuse. I'm a victor of all these things that happened to me. And even, when I had a home invasion, y'all, like literally, I'm not joking to y'all. 30 days later, after I had that home invasion, me and my child was, tied up and we was robbed and, all these things. The thing is, after I had that, 30 days later, I launched my mobile bartending business. I didn't let them win because I was like, wait a second. I thought about doing this before. Why would I not do it? Because that happened. I was terrified of going outside. I didn't know who did it. I was scared of who was talking to me, but I still did it. And to this day, y'all, listen, this year in September will be 6 years that the business is going. I didn't let it stop me because I'm too strong and too, I'm a survivor. That's just what it is. And you could be a survivor as well. I don't care if you've been knocked down 50 times. Let it be your 50th, your 51st. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many times you bumped your head. You're gonna get another bump and bruise. Every day we do things is another test for us. You know what I'm saying? So we can have a testimony. That's all it was. God sent me through all those tests so I could be here today to give y'all a testimony, not to be sitting here making nobody sad, cry, upset, mad. Wow, I can't believe she's telling her business. It's my business to tell.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm not ashamed of it. I am amazed that I'm able to tell you that I'm not on drugs, that I didn't try to get nobody back, that I'm not angry, that I'm not bitter, that I'm not upset. Anybody who cheated on me, that's their fault. Like, then I'd be like, listen, you crazy if you cheat on this dopeness. You is crazy if you miss out on this amazing, beautiful, fantastic, energetic woman. Like, you're going to be watching me on stages all over the world. I ain't going to be, you're going to be in the audience while I'm on the stage when you could have been on the side of the stage with me. You know what I'm saying? You could have got free tickets, but now you got to pay for me. So at the end of the day, I'm not angry at anybody. People got to look back at how dope you are and see that they not going to be a part of it, that they baking soda and you dope. So that's what it is.
Not baking soda and dope. That's a reference for a whole nother episode. I got a person to come on and talk about that one. That's facts, man. And I'm glad that's why I'm glad I stopped you from talking about it before the show. Cause I'm like, no, please don't say this. I need you to say this on the show because it's going to help somebody. And that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? You and I are in a similar space and I'm just really, really excited about where you're going and the journey that you're on. I'm excited of everything that you're building and everything that you're doing. This is so dope to me. It's such a dope thing to me because not everybody, trying to think of words I'm trying to say. Not everybody will, because everybody can. Not everybody will step out and bet on themselves.
Right.
And I think that that's something that you do probably better than most people that I know. You bet on you. And when you bet on yourself, even if it looks like it's not a win, you're still winning. Because if you bet on somebody else, you might win a little bit, but everything that you basing your life on is dependent on that person continuing their journey.
Right.
If you go to a fight right now and you bet 50,000 on a boxer and you win $1 million or whatever you win from your odds that you bet, you keep winning. One day that person gonna quit. Where's your value now? You placed it in somebody else. You placed it in something else. You placed everything in somebody instead of just betting on yourself.
Right.
Bet on you. Whatever you got in your mind, bet on you. You know you got an idea and you know the people around you. Anytime you hear somebody else coming to them with an idea, they shoot it down. Don't tell those people your idea. Don't share that with those people because you know that you've heard them shoot down other people's ideas. Don't bring it to them. Bring it to me. Bring it to Raquel. Bring it to somebody who really going to be like, yo, listen, you can do that. We believe in you. I believe in you. You can make it happen. And you can even add this to it. Like, that's the kind of people you meet around you. So you bring something to somebody and it's like this melancholy, oh, that's cool. Don't bring nothing else to that person. Not a thing. And if you bring it to them and they help you deconstruct it and reconstruct it in a way where it makes more sense, that's even valuable, right? Because they're helping you turn it into something that, yo, I've been like Raquel said about having a Mercedes. If she had a Mercedes, she would say, hey, I had a bad experience, but this is what I learned from that experience. Make sure you do X, Y, or Z. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share this with y'all, man, and make sure that y'all got some dope content from her and dope information. And yeah, I mean, I appreciate you coming through here and kicking it today, man.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you, Emery. I love the show. It's dope. And y'all make sure y'all keep checking out all the rest of his episodes. But thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to Motivational Moments later today. I'll probably be doing that in the next 30 minutes. Make sure y'all tune in to Raquel Motivates on TikTok as well. So yeah, follow me.
Wait, we're not done. We're not done. I got one more question for you.
Oh, what's my next question?
Next question is, tell them everywhere they can find you for all the stuff.
Oh, everywhere you can find me at. You can find me on Facebook is Motivational Moments. TikTok, you can find me on Raquel Motivates. On Instagram, you can find me at motivational moments _. And that's about it. Oh, and also you can go to my website. It is actually motivationalmoments716.com. So you can actually go there and watch videos and sign up for the email so you can get email blasts and things like that. It is motivationalmoments716.com.
Perfect. Well, yo, Raquel, thank you so much for hanging out with me on the Coach Emery show. You are dope. You know that I tell you every time I see you, I'm excited about what you're building. We are going to be on those tours together. So it's something I'm going to do. And I hope you're down with this. I'm going to say it now because whatever, they take the idea, they can't do it as well as we're going to do it.
Okay.
We're going to have a cruise.
Okay.
It's going to be a motivational cruise.
Okay.
In the daytime, it's going to be conferences and talks and speaking. And at night, we're going to party.
Okay.
So I'm telling you right now, doing it.
Okay.
So you on the list. You're on the list of people.
Okay. Well,
so we said it here and it's going to happen. And you know what I'm saying? Make sure you with us when we speaking versus in the crowd, because you're going to cross us some scrap. Make sure you rock it with us. But yeah, I'm about to jump off of here so I can make sure I check out Motivational Moments. But again, y'all have a great day. And as always, be dope and be great. Peace.